What if everything you've learned about saving money is keeping you stuck? We're constantly told to follow money-saving tips and master how to budget and save money. Cut this. Cancel that. Track every dollar. But what if the real reason you're not getting ahead isn't because you're bad at saving? It's because you're focused on the wrong game? Maybe the goal isn't to shrink your life, but to expand your income. So let's start here. Stop obsessing over cutting. Increase your income instead. Let me start with something bold. If your plan to get ahead is just cutting expenses, you're playing small. Most money-saving tips train you to think like this. Cancel more. Cut more. Sacrifice more. Find the best ways to save money fast. And yes, learning how to save money matters, but there's a limit to how much you can cut. There's no limit to how much you can earn. That's the shift. Imagine this. You cut $200 a month by being extremely disciplined. No eating out, no subscriptions, strict budgeting. That's $2,400 a year. Now imagine you increase your income by $500 a month. That's $6,000 a year. Which one changes your life faster? Of course, increasing income. This is why obsessing over tiny cuts, tracking every dollar, trying every trick about how to budget and save money, maybe even doing cash stuffing perfectly, can feel exhausting. You're squeezing a sponge that's already dry. Instead, flip the question. Stop asking, how can I cut more? Start asking, how can I earn more? Here's what that looks like in real life. Learn a skill that pays higher. Sales, coding, marketing, AI tools. Negotiate your salary. Most people never even ask. Start a small side income that scales. Freelance, digital products, online services. Position yourself in industries that are growing, not shrinking. You don't need a second full-time job. Even an extra $300 to $1,000 per month changes everything. You can invest. You can breathe. You can stop stressing over every grocery receipt. Budgeting is defense. Income growth is offense. And once you increase income, saving money becomes easier, not painful. Now, here's the next level. Increasing income is step one, but if you don't structure it properly, you'll just earn more and still feel broke. That's why the next move is this. Stop saving randomly. Build an income machine. Here's a question most people never ask. What if the problem isn't that you're bad at saving, but that you're saving with no system? A lot of people follow random tips for saving money. 1 month, it's cash stuffing. Next month, it's downloading new money-saving apps. Then trying different apps to save money that promise automation. It feels productive, but it's random, and random effort creates random results. Saving $50 here and $100 there, using the best ways to save money fast, might build a small cushion. That's good, but it won't build momentum. What you actually need is an income machine. Let me explain simply. Saving is like storing water in a bucket. An income machine is building a faucet that keeps running. Big difference. An income machine means a skill that pays you repeatedly, a side income that scales, investments that produce returns, a business system that earns even when you're not working. For example, if you build a freelance skill that brings $800 extra per month, and it grows to $1,500, that's predictable income. Now you can automate investing. Now you can build assets. Now saving becomes effortless. Instead of asking, how can I save more this month? Ask, what can I build that pays me every month? Here's what to do. Pick one high-income skill and focus deeply. Turn it into a repeatable offer. Reinvest extra income into assets. Automate investing, not just saving. When income becomes predictable and growing, your financial stress drops dramatically. Because now you're not just cutting, you're creating. And once income is structured, the next upgrade becomes obvious. Stop micromanaging pennies. Start fixing the real pressure points. Which brings us to the next point. Stop micromanaging pennies. Fix the big 3 expenses. Let me show you why most people stay stuck. They spend hours learning how to budget and save money, but almost zero time fixing the 3 expenses that actually control their life. Here's the truth. You don't have a $5 coffee problem. You probably have a $1,500 to $2,500 housing problem. The big three expenses are usually housing, transportation, taxes, or debt. These three alone can eat 60 to 80% of your income. Yet most money-saving tips tell you to cut groceries, cancel subscriptions, find the best ways to save money fast on small purchases. That's micromanaging pennies. Let's use simple math. If you save $10 a day cutting small things, that's about $300 a month. But if you refinance a car and save $250 per month, move to a slightly cheaper place and save $400 per month, refinance high-interest debt and save $300 per month, that's nearly $1,000 per month. Same effort, bigger target. That's the difference between tactical thinking and strategic thinking. If you really want to know how to save money, stop obsessing over daily spending and focus on the expenses that repeat every single month at large amounts. Here's what to do. Audit your top 3 biggest expenses. Ask, can I negotiate this, downsize this, refinance this, make one big change instead of 20 tiny ones? This is where real progress happens. Budgeting is helpful. Following tips for saving money is helpful, but budgeting alone won't fix structural problems. And that leads to the next upgrade. If you really want to move ahead in today's economy, you need to do this. Stop relying only on budgeting. Increase your value. Let me say something that might completely change how you see money. You don't get rich because you're good at budgeting. You get rich because you're valuable. A lot of people master how to budget and save money. They track every dollar. They try cash stuffing. They download the best money-saving apps. And every new apps to save money that promise automation. And that's great for control. But control doesn't automatically create growth. Here's a simple example. 2 people both save $300 a month. Person A keeps the same job, same skills, same income for 5 years. Person B spends 1 year upgrading skills, learning sales, coding, marketing, AI, or anything high demand. After that, person B's income increases by $1,500 per month. Who wins long term? Of course, the one who upgrades their skills. Budgeting helps you manage what you have. Increasing your value increases what you can have. Your income is directly tied to the problems you can solve, the value you bring, the skills you own. If you want more money, you need to become more valuable. Here's what to actually do. Identify one high-income skill in a growing industry. Study it deeply for 6 to 12 months. Apply it in your current job or freelance on the side. Negotiate or pivot once your value increases. When your value goes up, your income ceiling goes up. And once income rises, saving becomes easy, not stressful. Budgeting is maintenance. Value creation is expansion. And this leads to the final mindset shift most people miss. Because even when people get good at saving, they still believe one dangerous thing. That saving equals wealth. And that's where we need to talk about this. Stop thinking saving equals wealth. Let me end with a mindset shift that most people never hear. You can be amazing at saving money and still never become wealthy. That's the trap. We're taught that if we just learn how to budget and save money, follow all the classic money-saving tips, and find the best ways to save money fast, we'll eventually make it. But here's the reality. Saving protects money. Wealth multiplies money. Big difference, right? Let's say you save money aggressively and put away $500 a month. That's $6,000 a year. After 10 years, that's $60,000. Ignoring small interest, that's solid, that's discipline, that's smart, but it's not financial freedom. Now imagine instead, you save $500 a month and invest it consistently in assets that grow, or you build income streams that generate $1,000 to $2,000 extra per month. Wealth isn't built by stacking cash. It's built by owning things that grow. A lot of tips for saving money focus on cutting and storing. And yes, you absolutely need emergency savings. That's step 1. But if all you ever do is focus on how to save money, you stay in protection mode forever. Here's the real upgrade. Save for stability. 3 to 6 months emergency fund. Eliminate high-interest debt. Invest consistently in growth assets. Increase income, and buy assets, not liabilities. Saving is safety. Investing and income growth are freedom. Don't just aim to be good with money. Aim to build systems that make money grow, because once you understand this, you stop trying to shrink your life and you start expanding it. If this video is useful, please share and comment. And if you like financial content like this, like and subscribe this channel. Hundreds K.